Equity Group Holdings has airlifted 64 Equity Leaders Program ELP scholars to leading universities worldwide on full scholarships. The cohort brings the number of scholars that have secured admissions to universities abroad to 465. Speaking at a send-off event at Equity Center in Nairobi, Equity Group Foundation Executive Chairman Dr. James Mwangi said the airlift program to global universities has reached a value of 11.1 billion shillings.
The institutions that we seem to have been very lucky to send our scholars to are institutions like Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard, are 400 plus years old. They have a heritage. They have built a brand and reputation that attracts the best professors on earth. More importantly, they have perfected the art of learning, and consequently, the training in those universities tends to be at a very elevated level.
Dr. Mwangi explained to the scholars that the gifting awarded to them was not just for themselves, but that they were the future change that Kenya needs.
Exploit the extraordinary opportunities in the countries that you are headed to, in the institutions that you are headed to. Make the best of those institutions and opportunities. Don't be at the periphery. Just hear without understanding. Seek to understand. And as you understand, make the best out of that in transforming yourself, because that is what we really need to be. Agents of change, positive change that make our world better.
The scholars were encouraged to build and maintain networks within their respective universities, as those networks will be of great significance to the future.
Go not just to learn, but to create lifelong networks of friends, of associates, and comrades. For those networks, you find later in life that they will only be a call away, and you get the global support that you need.
The 2018 cohort is part of a larger group of 12,236 scholars in the ELP.
This program is also intended to provide diversity in exposure, experience, and network. While we seek these opportunities of airlifting to the best universities on earth, we still believe that local domestic knowledge is very important. So we still have 12,000 of our students, 236, who have gone to our public universities, and they're equally doing well. We build a local network, and we build a global network, and when time comes, we merge the two. Because it's only after transforming yourself that you can then eventually be an agent of socio-economic transformation of our country.
Dr. Mwangi said the global experience will shape their mindset and set them on a path to influence their communities and contribute to the socio-economic transformation of Kenya.
We are really enriching the human capital of this country with this program. In you, we don't see 64. We see a Kenyan generation. We see a Kenyan society, because you can scale yourself and change the lives of our people.
Since its inception, the airlift program has seen top students join Harvard, Cornell, University of Toronto, University of Pennsylvania, Duke, University of British Columbia, Yale, and many others. Equity Group Executive Director Mary Wamai asked the scholars to always keep in mind the reason that took them to universities abroad.
As you go along to the next step, be very assertive. Once you understand what you want to achieve, then you become assertive and you become a leader.
Equity Group Foundation Executive Director Ruben Bindu reminded the scholars to always portray a positive image of the country, as were the country's ambassadors.
When you go out there, we need to be ambassadors. Behavior, your character becomes very critical. So please, when you go out there, ensure that you continue portraying the character that we have learned from us, and then we should be able to portray a very good image for yourself first, and then for the country, And that means that we can have more opportunities to have more Kenyans getting to these universities.
At the close of the event, the 64 scholars were presented with a stipend check of between 100 and 200,000 shillings, totaling to 11.4 million shillings for their travel and other essentials. ELP is run by Equity Bank and coordinated by Equity Group Foundation, which is a social investment subsidiary of Equity Group Holdings PLC. It starts as a transition pre-university program for the top-performing students in all the counties and A scholars from the Wings to Fly program for academically gifted but financially challenged children. The program is executed by Equity Group in partnership with Mastercard Foundation with support of USAID, UKAID, KfW and other partners.
I hope that all of us, as we head out there, have a dream of conquering, have a dream of going to the depths of any field that we are going into, and later come back and give back to our society. For to whom much is entrusted, much is expected.
I applied again and was lucky enough to get into University of British Columbia.
Now I'm going to Sciences Po University in France. I'll be studying masters in economics and public policy.
I would like to give the same opportunity to the current group of scholars who have a lot of potential but need just somebody to guide them through this college application process.